Welcome to our live discussion, the Itty Bitty Nerdy Committee. I'm Beastie Boy.
I'm Table.
I'm Red.
It is I, Shino Brando.
And we'll be discussing recent news from across the multiverse, live from video games, anime, comics, and more. And stick around after the news to hear us discuss a newly released comic of the week.
Great, so I'm going to start us off with some news about a video game. It's called Avowed. I don't know if you've heard of it, frankly, because video game news is always kind of iffy on who gets what. It's by Obsidian, known for Pillars of Eternity and The Outer Worlds. And they're doing a fantasy RPG. It's technically set in the same world as Pillars of Eternity, but this one's in first person, similar to how The Outer Worlds worked. I don't know if you guys have played either of those, but the way people talk about it is that Outer Worlds is kind of Obsidian's take at making a Fallout game, and apparently Avowed is their attempt to make a Skyrim Elder Scrolls game.
I was just about to say, it looks very Skyrim, because shit and all.
Oh, it looks super Skyrim. We've got, you can melee, you can spell. The spells are based off of the Pillars of Eternity spell options, so some of them will be Skyrim-esque, but they've got special like status effects. There appears to be more animation involved in casting, which is kind of cool. And yes, for all of those wondering, spell sword is an option. You can simply be a motherfucker with a spell in one hand and a sword in the other, like we all fucking did several times.
That's how you take down the dragons. It's the strat.
It is. It is the best strategy. It looks decent. I'm not inclined to call it special at this point, but it's a game, and honestly, would you rather play Skyrim for the 10th time or a new, slightly different game that's not actually Skyrim?
Now, I got a question.
Yeah.
Can this run on Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, PS5?
Well,
Google
it
Home?
It was first shown at an Xbox showcase, and it's actually a Microsoft exclusive, so you might get it on PC at some point, but you're never going to see this thing on a PS5. Frankly, you're never going to see a PS5, so that doesn't matter. But
we'll get to that later.
That's foreshadowing, baby.
Mm-hmm.
There's not actually a release date yet, by the way. It was first announced last year. It didn't really get talked about too much this year until this trailer release. And we're just kind of jazzing. But I think that the part of the reason they released a trailer now with no release date is because Elder Scrolls number 6 was also a no-show at E3 this year. They didn't fucking say anything. So if Avowed steps in, people are talking about that instead of the next Elder Scrolls game, and hopefully that'll carry forward.
Okay.
Listen,
all right.
If Bethesda has it their way, both these games will come out the same day.
Oh, that would be their dream, yes. And so people who are meaning to get Avowed will accidentally get Elder Scrolls 6 or Skyrim the 15th, you know.
The 15th.
Skyrim,
We're
this
getting
time
up
with mods
there.
pre-installed. I don't know.
Skyrim, this time for your smart fridge.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Listen, if somebody had it in their home, I would go play it.
Skyrim for your Samsung bidet. Oh.
I hate that you said those words and I know what that is still.
Stop.
Because if nobody in the audience knows it, that's very scary.
That's good for them. It's a neat game. I think it'll be cool. And, you know, if I have the free time to sink several hundred hours into an RPG again, I might pick Avowed, just for the funsies. Which doesn't really transition easily into my next news, other than the fact, for funsies is this next director's middle name.
Uh-huh.
So, M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, boy.
I can say his name, I promise. He's
AKA DJ Fiasco himself. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Well, his next piece of work has and oh, isn't he a piece of work? Has a release date and a title and kind of a trailer. It mostly appears to be people in the woods at a cabin. It's called Knock at the Cabin.
I hate it. Because it's just the thing is, as soon as you like mentioned this plot, I like it's gonna be so stupid, like cabin joke, and it's like I knew it.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
Exactly what it
What's
is.
next, man? Ring the doorbell. Fuck. Okay.
No.
Hey, someone's at the door. It'll be the title.
Yeah,
Okay. Keep going.
we're not gonna have to worry about this movie for some time. It's releasing February 3rd, 2023.
So in the year where I still won't give a damn about it.
Future problems. I'm as with everything he does. He wrote the script,
Mm-hmm.
so we can look forward to that.
I can look forward to burning the script. That's what I'll look forward to. Just kidding.
BC went to go get a palm reading, and the tarot cards came up and said, "You're not gonna give a fuck about that, regardless." Understood. Okay. Wow. Got it.
I mean, it's probably not going to be super long because allegedly the third and final draft of the script was about 100 pages.
It should be 5. Just finish it. Sorry. I don't know why I'm going off.
Oh, this guy just
He
got
has not forgiven him for
Yes,
Avatar: The Last
no, man.
Airbender.
This guy has a beach umbrella of shade up right now. Just blocking the sun from this man's life right now. Oh my god.
And apparently Old didn't do that well. Like I was kind of interested, and then I saw review scores and all of that, and I went, pass.
Yeah, that was a correct move.
Woo!
The last one I enjoyed was Glass.
That was
Or no,
okay.
or
Yeah,
no,
that
what
was
was
okay.
the one with James McAvoy and he's got the different personality? Oh, Split.
Split.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Split
so that
wasn't
one-
good by script. Split was good because James McAvoy killed it. Okay, let's be clear.
110%. 100% agree.
Yeah.
But
Unless
M. Night Shyamalan he should be splitting this script that he's making right now. Anyways,
What is-
I'm done.
Split
That was pretty good, that was pretty good.
page by page. Exactly.
It's just out with a speak fan. I'm like, ah.
Fuck.
No,
What's,
sir.
sorry, what was his title again? Sorry.
Knock at the Cabin.
Knock at the cabin.
For the record, nothing else appears to be releasing too close to it as of right now. Again, this is 2023, so like
Right.
people can just announce shit. But the
I
only
have-
thing scheduled in the vicinity is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So yeah, you know,
How does one knock at a cabin?
Well, I'll tell you, just don't ring in
you
the
don't use the door.
I'll
You knock on the cabin.
Well, I'll tell you, don't
So-
ring at the acreage.
Right. So wait, so shouldn't it be called knock on the cabin? Nice, Red. Shouldn't it be knock on
Thank
the
you.
cabin?
Maybe they're knocking on something and they're just standing by a cabin when they do it.
They should be knocking on.
I brought my own board. Knock, knock, knock.
I don't know.
BC, I've seen you. I see you.
Yep.
I understand. I get it. You were having a fine steak and someone put too much pepper on it. I understand. I know.
Look,
I get what
Man,
happened.
man put Caesar salad dressing for no reason on it, and it was not necessary.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mayonnaise. What?
Yeah.
Look, no one has ever accused M. Night Shyamalan of being too subtle.
Or tasteful, or good looking.
There's a lot of
it.
things they've
or,
done.
or knows how to adapt movies, but hey, fuck me, right?
No, he's very bad at adaptations. Everything he adapts is
Wow. You know what? You guys are like Julius Caesar. It too brute. You guys are just in this man's back. Oh my
Oh,
god,
100%.
poor guy.
Call me Dio, because I'll use the world just to stab him. The frick.
Just oh nice. I understand. I know. I get it. I get it. I'm so
Time continues
sorry.
as I roast this man. Boom.
I'm so sorry. All right.
Sorry.
it's a future problem, and BC, I
Mhm.
pretty promise I won't make you watch it 2 years from now, okay?
I don't even remember it 2 years from now. The moment someone mentions M. Night Shyamalan, I'm gonna go to his door. I'm gonna knock on his cabin, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, bro, just
Stop.
just stop, just stop."
Cut it out.
Nobody asked for this one.
I'm not
Huh?
uh,
Please.
on a
Please-
very
please
serious
stop.
note. Who keeps
Yeah.
funding these projects? The last 5 failed.
Well, that's the thing, actually. For all that they're not good, they still make money.
I
All
have
of them
answer.
make money.
Oh,
I have
I need to
answer.
hear his answer.
I have answer.
Just, you know?
He still gets paid from the Sixth Sense.
Oh, jeez.
That's
That
also
can't
true.
be making him more than like a trip to Olive Garden. Like,
Bro, that thing's been around for how many years, and it still gets picked up by almost every fucking streaming site. Still gets watched. He gets paid, man.
So he's
But, like,
getting
that's
the
the thing.
royalties?
Even
Hmm?
if they're not
He did-
good, people are still
Yeah.
watching these movies, and
Yeah,
he's
he
still
did
making
Signs, all
money.
that. He's
It's the
getting cash,
reason-
bro.
It's the reason if people talk about like, oh, I hate watch this, don't legally hate watch things. It's time to get on your ship and set sail if you want to hate watch. You understand
Boy.
me?
boy, could I not have asked for a better transition.
What do you got, Red?
Speaking of not watching shit,
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Go
coming
ahead.
Monday, by the time this show hits YouTube on youtube.com/InterCrusadePod.
Nice.
Thank you. By the time this show hits the YouTube channel, we will know the outcome of if there was a strike or not. Last week I brought you anecdotal little don't break picket lines, and it occurred to me that not everybody knows what the hell I'm talking about.
Right.
So strap in for a hot second while I fucking explain myself.
You say strap in
Strap
or
in,
strap
strap
on?
on.
This is educational. Keep that to yourselves.
So, IATSE members, they are the International Alliance of Theater and Stagehands. I'm missing an E, pardon my expression. Whatever. My point being that they are everybody from craft services on a film set. They are some directors, not all of them. They are some writers, not all of them. Making a movie is a union job, right?
Mhm.
So everybody from props to costumes to everybody, most people fall under the IATSE umbrella. That's why it's actually shaped that way,
Right on.
because everybody falls under it.
Right on.
However, a lot of people, especially during the pandemic, have come to realize that, hey, we can't be working 14-hour days back to back to back to back
Okay.
with one day in between.
Well, if I may, just a moment. That's like crew members in Hollywood. There's like a particular cliff that a lot of people have to drive along to get from the studio to general housing areas. A lot of crew members will die on that drive because they are too tired to safely be driving because they've been working that long.
So, a little bit of back knowledge. A usual film day on set is what's called a 10 out of 12. In between, so for 12 hours, you are on the premises-ish. There's 1 hour for lunch and breaks scattered in between. So 10 hours you're actually working out of 12. Now, that's industry standard. There's been a couple movies that, depending on director, depending on things, you work 14, and then you got to play with special rules. A lot of people, IATSE held a vote, and the results are on screen. Just about 90% turnout of full-time IATSE members. 98.6% of them said yes to a general strike. What that would mean is every movie thing that is ever covered under IATSE would grind to a halt. No movies get made.
Yep.
From all across the board. Your Netflix, your Amazon, your Disney Plus especially.
Mm.
Because these are multi-billion-dollar entities, and they choose to bargain with IATSE as the union to not pay benefits or not pay people enough. Well, the pandemic taught us lots of things, and it's time to work some of that back. So
It
Okay.
it reminds me of a lot of the Writers Guild when they had
Yes.
their strike. It's almost like the same thing.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
The front runner of IATSE has said, despite our best efforts at the table, the pace of negotiations does not reflect the urgency of the situation. So,
Mhm.
okay, you don't want to pay us, we don't show up.
And a big thing as well with a lot of modern movies, especially, is CG teams aren't necessarily covered by unions. That's not necessarily a union position. So what we're looking at might end up being a lot of CG work done to compensate for IATSE members not being present because they're striking. But if IATSE manages to swing this successfully, we might see CG teams actually unionizing, which would regulate their hours, and
Yeah.
that's just better. Unions are a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, for this, on Monday, we will know the results. And if there is a general strike, please pay attention to Twitter and, your Instagrams of the sort. If there is a general strike, members of IATSE, the entire union, is asking that people cancel their subscription services across the board until IATSE gets paid properly.
Oh, shit.
And so,
Well,
me personally, as of tomorrow, everything is canceled. Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck.
oh well.
Yeah.
It's time to hold a lot of people accountable.
Fuck yeah.
And when you make kabillions of dollars, you can pay.
There's no excuse not to pay at that point, actually.
Mm-mm.
Right.
You
In
greedy ass Uncle Scrooge.
exactly. And
Fingers
the people
crossed
that
it goes
own
well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed that it goes well and the strike doesn't last super long, in part because the people striking are being paid exclusively by the unions during that time, and also because they deserve a lot of back pay, please. Pretty please. But we'll manage without movies and dumb shows for a while, because their lives matter more than our entertainment.
That's right.
And also, there's always the Pirate Bay. And wouldn't it suck
Sure
if
is.
Disney, with all of their shows and movies coming out, lost a whole bunch of money?
Well,
Darn shame.
well,
Fuck the mouse.
you should have been nicer. I don't know. I don't know what your problem is.
In bigger and brighter notes,
Speaking
Superman
of
be
that
gay.
mouse. You're right. No mouse here. Only the gays.
Explain your rainbow self right now.
Okay, so first things first, we gotta explain where the fuck Clark Kent is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's off-world doing Superman War of the
He's in
Worlds.
space. He's in space.
Right?
He's Space Conan, and it's fucking sweet.
He is Space Conan. That's what he's doing. And so at the beginning of the year, we had DC Future State. And so that was stories that were going to be told later in the future of the DC universe. Well, the future is now. And so Superman has gone off-world to go do that story, and that story's out in trades and on digital, and go buy it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's left his son in charge of the planet.
As Superman.
You're the Superman now.
Exactly. And so with a very heartfelt
Hello.
goodbye in issue number 3, that may have caused me to tear up just a little bit, because I'm a big baby.
Understood.
Baby.
Right. Like his father before him, Jonathan Kent fell for a reporter.
Oh, explain yourself.
And so that is this boy.
He's a bit of a
What?
hacktivist kind of fella.
He hooked up with Trunks.
His name is Jay Nakamura. Or Nakamura. Fuck, I can't remember. Nakamura. There we go.
Nakamura.
I thought there was an extra N in there for some reason. There isn't. Nah. It's just Jay Nakamura.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's cool.
And
He's Trunks.
a lot of this, yes, he's gay. Superman's gay. As far as the Earth in the DC universe is concerned, the Superman that's there is gay. I'm not going to split that hair. Fuck it. It's in the Alphabet Mafia. I don't care.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's correct. You heard me.
It's fucking great.
A lot of people on Twitter and across social medias were very upset at this.
Darn
Of course
shame.
they would. Naturally.
Watch the
Go
headlines on
on.
Twitter come out, but all right.
Ray, go on.
And to, roast some people that deserve it. A, go read a fucking comic book. I bet you don't know they're still being published. B, tell me how many comics come out in a month. C, bite my ass. And D, suck mine.
Well, one of my favorite things from all of these fuckwits, right, is that a lot of them talk about how you can't make Clark Kent gay out of nowhere. And it's like, look, A, yes you can, fuck you, and B, that's not even what they did. Read the story.
And
It's the Robin fiasco all over again.
Oh,
Yeah.
What do you mean Robin gay? It's not. No, hold on. It's not who you think it is.
it's the
someone
other.
also, I
It's
bet you
up
didn't
and
even know there
down.
was 4 fucking Robins. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but my Robin
Correct.
isn't queer. Like, sir,
Like,
shut
then
up.
pick one of the other ones. Fuck you. But
Yeah, this one is.
people who don't know anything about comics getting very upset about events in comics is always silly, but in these cases, they're just showing their ass as enormous bigots, because that's all you are at that point.
Exactly.
Why are you so afraid? Do you secretly like it?
Yeah.
Do you
What
two
What
happened
about
be
the
kissing
big...
pink-haired reporter boys?
Yeah, what about the big, strong, freedom-loving, flag-waving Superman? Do you like... Is it him big, strong? Is it him big package, his underwear on the outside? Or are you Whittle? Anyway, Tibble and I were making lots of jokes when this came out that they made the wrong Robin, they made the right Robin, but the wrong Superboy gay.
Well, they made one Robin and one Superboy gay, but they managed it so that it's no, they're not the two that could be in a relationship. Though technically, John is now older than Tim, so we all have to live with that. Tim's still trapped at 17. John's 18, 19-ish. Fuck.
I mean, that's still within the realm.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
They
good
could date, but it
question.
would be weird.
Thinking of a birthday, it'd be 18. Done.
I mean, shit.
I guess.
So this is this entire story was conceived and brought to page by legendary creator. We've talked about him before, Tom Taylor.
He does good stuff.
If you enjoy more of Tom Taylor stuff, stay tuned to the channel on YouTube because we're going to talk about more of his shit because he's cool. Tom Taylor doesn't miss.
No.
And also, when approached by this, the man's Australian and I forgot, so that's on me. And, yeah. Superman be gay, stop crimes.
Be gay, stop crimes. Boom.
Be gay,
You
fight
did
crime.
And also,
Some say-
the next person to tell me that that's not a Kamen Rider belt on this man's waist, you're wrong.
Some would say it's very beautiful.
Oh no!
All right.
Also,
Put that there for you.
if you're gonna show your if people are gonna show their ignorance like that, look up the terms pink and kryptonite.
Yeah.
They're not ready for that story. They're not ready for that.
Fun fact.
One story
I
at a
was
time.
I was poking the Superman wiki the other day for reasons, and pink kryptonite is one of the top searched pages on that wiki.
Oh, okay.
Fucking wonder
So
why.
we know where the Twitter boys are going now. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
And
Nice
to
for
wrap
you.
up my segment of news this week, we have a title for a Spider-Man movie.
Go on.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 will be called Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
I like the name change.
Cute. I'm here for it.
And how we found this out was someone had their resume online and was listing the stuff they worked on.
Oh,
And then this was there. And then within 20
Whoops.
minutes, it was changed to Into the Spider-Verse 2. So,
Across the Spider-Verse.
bro, how do you like?
Yeah.
he
Just
doesn't
like,
know.
oh yeah,
It's
so
not
the
his
things I
job
worked
to
on.
Google shit. It's just his job to do whatever job he's on.
So this is my job. Would you like to see my resume? Wait, you worked on this movie that's not even out yet. Twitter, look at this. Ugh.
And that's how I
What?
found this news. Excellent.
Fuck.
I'm looking
Nice,
forward
nice,
to the
nice.
return of Nick Cage's Spider-Man Noir. So,
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I think we all are.
Yeah. Yeah, I of course want more of him. I'm pretty sure they're still gonna bring back Oscar Isaacs to be Miguel O'Hara. So I'm waiting for
Oh,
2099 to
yeah.
show up. Also, that's gonna be sweet. So should be fun, man.
I just want to see who else they bring in. Let alone voice acting wise, just which versions of the
This is
Spider-Man.
this is the last chance to, if you want to really bang this one out the park. This is your last chance to grab everybody, and I mean everybody, to play a voice. I'm talking
Here's the
everyone.
I know. I
Right?
What you do?
know.
No.
What you do? Don't
Right.
finish this phrase. Strap in, about to listen fucking Spider-Man characters. Okay, this is where you bring in Spider-Man.
Bring them all in, man.
This is where you bring in Kane. This is where you bring in Spider's Man.
Yeah, Shattered Dimensions. I want all these voices.
I
Oh,
would
yeah.
kill.
And that's what I was
Neil
thinking.
Patrick Harris. I want all these guys to come in and
Give me
voice.
Yuri, my boy
I would
Yuri.
commit
So,
major
Toby,
crime
Tom,
to see Spider's
Andrew.
Man.
And also, finally, you bring in Madam Web. And
to make sense of it all, sure.
Oh,
I don't
100%.
even care if she makes sense of it. I just want her to show up. I give two
Major
shits if
crime
she talks. I just want her to be in
Spider's
like a.
Man on screen.
It'd be funny, just be like, Madam Web, what are you doing here? I am here to grab a coffee, actually. Bye bye. Just like, and dips out.
Man and Webman, she literally says cameo and it disappears.
Yo. It would be doing that movie dirty, but it would be funny.
I would
Oh my
laugh
God.
so hard.
Yeah, you'd just die. You'd have to die.
And
Oh,
also,
man.
you grab Ben Riley.
Yes,
Oh,
you
100%.
get everybody.
And
You get everybody. You
Bring
know
the
what?
whole
You
squad.
get Neil Patrick Harris to voice Ben Riley. It'd be so funny to have him play the most aggressive one out of them.
Exactly. You bring back all the voice actors, all the live action ones. Bring Venom in there for all I fucking care. Like, just,
Oh, man.
Just do it all. Do it all.
Oh, jeez.
but before we
Please.
get to some more
Please.
Spider-Man news, let's run ourselves an ad. If you don't want to see the ad, you can help Twitch pay us some dimes. Talking about multi-billion-dollar franchises paying out where they belong. Put some money in our pockets. With that in mind, we'll see you in 60 seconds.
Not working.
It's not flipping.
I bought the most egregious piece of Eternals merch, and when I get it, I'm wearing it on stream.
Agreed.
Egregious.
He's got to get a full. You didn't get a full Icarus costume. What'd you do? He did.
Oh my
he
God.
did, He did.
I
Yes.
knew it was gonna be some sort of costume or like some
Yes.
suit, but like,
No, listen. The fact
Yo.
that wait, there's
Uh-huh.
no way you just like
Yo.
knew this.
Yo.
he's like looking at his web. I was like, "Fuck! How did you get? How did
he
you hack it?"
instantly pegged you.
Yo.
He is Professor X. That's what's going
Yeah.
on.
Like,
No, like you don't understand.
That's
Like,
fucking great.
You don't understand.
I didn't see this in boardroom
when,
here.
when I show you exactly what it is, you're gonna fucking lose it because he called it.
Instantaneously, yes. Very well done, Cheeto.
Ooh, all right, I'll take it.
Oh man.
Talk to me, my X-Men.
Time left, by the way.
It's
or-
there. And we're back.
All right.
So about that other Spider-Man news, huh?
Yeah, flip it to my screen here. Okay, guys. Hey, so
Mhm.
get yourselves nice and comfortable and sit down for this, okay? You
Can I
guys
finish
ready
my
for this
drink?
news? Are you finish it first, please? I need you. Yes, go ahead. I want everybody to be nice and relaxed for this. I need you guys to be able to accept the facts, okay? But Tom Holland said that we're treating No Way Home as the end of a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to be saying goodbye to Tom.
Oh.
Hello
In
to
this
Miles,
universe,
though?
anyways. But that doesn't mean there's no such thing as a Miles.
Hello
So,
to Miles?
right? Things can be happening. I mean, in some of the screenshots, we saw the Feast building in the background. Oh, you never know. But he did say this is the end of an end of a run. So, goodbye, Tom. When it's time, I hate to see it.
He's done a
but
great job.
you done a great job. You did good. You're probably getting 3 good movies. The other 2 guys could not do that. One got as far as the third one, but it wasn't very good.
No.
So, but it breaks my heart to hear that he's going to be going, and there'll be, there's things cooking on the Sony side of the multiverse. So in case, go ahead.
I called it, bitches.
You did.
Anyway.
Yeah, you did.
For those who don't know, we can't spoil it. But hey, good job, Red.
If you wanna go have a perusal of who we thought was in this movie, go check out our Sinister Six episode. Somebody called it. Couldn't have been me.
Oh yeah, good one.
Red would never.
The force has been strong with you this year.
Mm-hmm.
Good. But yeah, that's the last of that news. What's my next news? Nice and quick. Show my screens.
More Marvel.
Oh, well, just some updates. So, I'm going to take my glasses off for this, but first I'm going to start with a little picture on the right-hand side there, but I didn't know we were in the habit of getting just mad spinoffs, but we're getting mad spinoffs. Right?
I'm throwing this money.
Right? I thought Agatha was dead or some shit, but she's getting her own show. A dark comedy on Disney+. That's the thing in the works.
Dead.
Yeah, she's only stuck in a town that Wanda half-assedly created and is mind fucked into thinking that she's not a witch that's ultra powerful. Anyway.
Yeah, eternally dead inside. For me, anyways. So I don't know how she's getting a show, but I guess she's getting a show. I guess Agatha's coming back for some revenge later on, somehow, some way. Fiona Parrish, not only being in the Marvels, but she's getting her own show too. So there's that to look out for. And I'm happy for that. Sister's getting her own show. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side of things, we're getting a spin-off of Shang-Chi's sister and the 10 Rings of the Mandarin.
Gelling, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for that.
So like we're just getting they did tell you that this you'd see them again at the end of the at the end of that movie. So I mean,
yeah.
I figured
will be back.
Yeah, I figured a sequel or some shit, cool, but they're going on for a whole ass show. So I mean, there's things cooking on all fronts in Marvel, right? Mm-hmm. You have some criminal underworld stuff going on. You got some supernatural witchcraft stuff, magic stuff going on. Mm-hmm. And then you have, I know you're excited for that. I hear you. And then you have stuff that's happening in space.
Let's go.
Speaking of,
mm-hmm.
You guys look like you want to say something. Go ahead.
Space.
Fuck.
Well, in space, I told you guys that James Gunn was saying
warlock.
Right? Yeah, at the end of Guardians 3, that it'll be a heartbreaking and things will change for a lot of things, and that we're introducing a whole new character to the MCU and things are going to be different for a whole lot of. Well, here it is that somehow Will Poulter over here got the gig of Adam Warlock, the most perfect being known as him.
Him heart emoji.
Just heart emoji for him. And Adam's some big shit. For those who don't know, you better go do a wiki search because Adam's some real shit. And if you thought Thanos was some kind of badass with a gauntlet, you really need to see Adam do his work because that guy is literally space Jesus, and it's just something else. So, it's funny because they somehow confirmed it before anybody could say anything, and James Gunn says, "Well, I don't share fake shit with you guys, so it's facts."
Yeah,
and Will Poulter is, Ray, and he pulled up and he was just like, "Well, thanks for the job, and I can't, thanks for the opportunity. I can't wait to start." So I bet you can't. You about to get mad fucking Marvel money being Adam Warlock. You about to be there for 10 fucking movies and a fucking 100 years, Adam Warlock.
Goddamn. Okay, so
honestly, Beast, you go.
I was gonna say for Will Poulter, like, let alone it just being like rumored and then obviously being confirmed now. But I was like, when I saw the name, I was like, huh? And I literally had to double check who it was. And I saw the picture and I was like, this motherfucker like hit puberty 3 times? Because like, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Eyebrows?
like,
I know. Eyebrows? I know. He
had a
grew into them.
perpetual baby face, but suddenly he doesn't look like a baby anymore. It's very strange.
Like, here's the thing: men hit puberty once at like probably teenage. Then he hit it twice when he hit it at the gym. Then second time when his face and probably his mouth, hopefully his smile looks good, is gonna be like more structured. So I'm like, what happened to you? And where can I get this good juice? Like, I need to know.
Yo, dude, Sid from Toy Story grew up. What can I say?
I still hate that joke.
Stop.
It's so foul.
Yo, I like this guy, man. I'm saying, but when he goes to the mall,
Yeah.
eyebrows.
I
All right, I'm gonna stop. All right.
Look,
All right.
he's one of those people you walk past with your friends, and then like you take a few steps till he's out of earshot. Then you gotta look at each other and go, eyebrows.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
When he
So
get-
speaking
you
of the
check when he
resident
gets-
eyebrow community,
Damn.
Yeah. When he, what do you got for me there?
I think I called this too.
What'd you call? Throw it up.
The introduction of Adam Warlock, and like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
But I mean,
Yeah.
we foreshadowed that at the end of GOTG Volume 2,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
literally
Yeah.
said so. So I mean, like it was bound to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
they could deny it all they want, but it was gonna happen regardless, right? And here we are. So I can't wait to see this guy with his gold skin because that's gonna be cool, and you know, do his thing.
it is
Face-
my
Face is
personal
about to get.
it is
yeah.
my personal want that they put him in like the heavyweight champion of the universe kind of, you know, thing for a little bit, or maybe it's a proto
Oh, yeah.
costume, right? All good heroes got a proto costume, right? Spider-Man included.
That's right. Right, that's right.
And then
I mean,
they put
he
him
wasn't
in like the modern adaptations, like yes, okay.
he wasn't Adam right away. You know, I mean, you know what I mean? Like he was just as him, and then he had to get an identity, then he had to earn his shit, and you know, Adam's quest is something else, man. So I'm sure they're gonna do it justice. It's gonna be fucking good to get to see, and yeah, shit's about to get real different for the MCU, man. from here,
Yeah.
so
I would not be surprised if there are more allusions to him in Eternals.
mhm. Yeah, I'm sure, man.
I
Yeah,
would
well, they're
not be
opening
mean-
big boxes.
I mean,
Big
we
boy
did, we did have an Infinity War 2 kind of, so I mean, it's not out of the question.
Also,
Big boy
going back
box.
to your last Marvel piece of news just for a hot second, hey,
Mhm.
a whole bunch of lady-led series. Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like, it just
And-
shit's happening, man.
Yeah.
And like 2 out of 3 is POC people, like actresses. Like,
Yeah.
Nice.
come on.
Marvel just like, we know what to do now. We are sorry for our old ways.
Yeah,
We've
Yeah,
made
no.
mistakes. We will
This-
do better.
they're slowly
I don't
learning.
forgive you
We're
yet.
based on new ways.
Until
Yes.
Eternals comes out, then you're forgiven.
Mm.
And here's why. There's a gay family in Eternals. That they're husbands
Understood.
who adopted a child. Once
Understood.
once you say these words, you're forgiven.
Understood.
That's good.
They're getting there. They're getting there. We have to conquer China first. Oh, I didn't mean that. Sorry. Whoops. Next news.
Jesus, sorry. My chest.
Daddy Amazon and Daddy Bezos isn't going to be very proud of you.
I hate
Whoops.
those words that you just said. But look back where you found them, or so help me God.
No, he can't help you.
But
Here.
hey, guess what? Oh yeah, he definitely can't help you here. Guess what? The Flash has wrapped filming. It is
Oh
done.
my God. Oh my
Everyone is finished. Michael Keaton has gone home. Ben Affleck's gone home. Ezra's gone home. The whole gang's
To
gone
Ben
home.
Affleck for the 4th time he's gone home.
For can you guys leave me alone now, please? I'm already rich. I mean,
We're
okay,
done.
I'll play
God.
Batman.
Fucking done with this.
I still make
Right.
money off of Daredevil.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
So I still get money off of Jiggly. I mean,
Uh,
Awful. Thank you.
but yeah, sorry, but yeah, Flash is done, man. So it's just a matter of time before that date gets thrown in our faces, and perhaps the DCEU might resurrect itself because everybody seems to be dabbling into the multiverse thing now.
Good.
If you haven't noticed,
Good.
right?
Big.
Cartoons are doing it,
Right.
movies are doing it, TV shows are doing it. They're not ignoring it now. They're all adapting it. I don't know if you guys have seen the latest. Like, have you guys watched Injustice and all that? Like, they're just
Not quite yet.
okay. Well, we're talking multiverse is where everybody's everybody and their grandma's doing multiverse. That's the
Good.
thing now. So I accept it, and everything counts. So I can't wait to see this movie because perhaps maybe it might fix some things on their side, and perhaps movies going forward might be maybe connected, but a little bit better. You know, not so picked apart by other people named Joss Whedon. I mean,
Leave it alone, Whedon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Whedon.
It is very
Just
possible
Whedon?
we see lots of this movie and lots of a whole bunch of DC's slate this coming
With
Saturday.
the fandom. Hopefully.
I know personally I'll be watching a lot of it as much as I possibly can
Yes.
on my own. If you want to see our collective reactions, go follow us on Twitter.
Live reactions
Right on.
all the time over there. We look at things and we have opinions.
All right, BC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Want some
What the
good
what the
sweet
fuck
news?
is this?
That's a great question.
Yeah, well, you see, there's a lot of things going on here. Remember how last week I was telling you about like Borderlands stuff, right? Right? It's not really that connected, but nonetheless, it's more of the same question. I don't know who asked, but
I'm sorry, is it called Home Sweet Home
Sweet
Alone?
Home Alone. Yep. Yeah, you're reading it right.
Take
Home
it back.
I
Take it
hate
back.
this more than did I do that fucking Urkel shit. Like I'm more mad at this than that one now.
You want?
I'm still mad at that. I'm still mad you brought that.
Look,
You
there's an
should- you
element
should
of
be.
genuineness to the Urkel shit. This is just cash, baby.
So
yeah.
there's a lot going on with this movie.
Mhm.
From because like oh, man, was I looking at the comments and all of this and all the stuff, right? So supposedly this, a per se movie is going to be coming as a reboot. But the funny thing is that on the bottom corner, as you see, that's a certain McAllister that's in the previous ones. So some people are saying it could be just a sequel to, I believe, the first one or something like that. And they just might be like dropping off like 3, 4, and 5 or whatever, which I didn't know it even had.
They need to, because that's not even the same fucking kid anymore.
I know.
Remember 3, 4, and 5, personally, they were not very good.
I just remember 1, 2, and maybe 3, and then when they switched kids, I was like, "Who's this?" And I never watched them again.
Yeah.
So it's like, who are you?
Yeah. They're
Um,
not good.
Yeah. So like, funny thing is too, is that like, it's. I've seen more comments too, and people are thinking like, "Oh, this is like a British remake," because like it's not fully a British cast, but it's like the mom, the kid who was from Jojo Rabbit, which he's a precious child. And I enjoy his acting in Jojo Rabbit. It's so funny.
He did a
He's a
great job.
precious
You're
child.
right.
Did an amazing job. So everybody can leave him alone. But like, there's so many like different comedians that are in this like cast, which I was not expecting. Which the mom is being played by Aisling B. We have some comedians as well, like Kenan Thompson, Pete Holmes. If you've seen his comedy sketches or even his late night talk show as well too. Then we have Devin Rattray, Ali Mackey, Chris Parnell, Tim Simmons, and like
They
much
sucked.
more
Chris
people.
Parnell needed a paycheck, huh?
Yeah, apparently.
But is he not getting paid enough from Rick and Morty? I'm so sorry.
Is he not getting
for
paid
him.
enough from Archer?
I don't
I'm
even
so
know.
sorry.
That's where I'm confused. So I was like, okay.
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 But yeah, so this is it's coming soon. Like next month soon. Yeah, I already knew what question you're gonna ask. Go for the other question.
Who asked?
No, not me. I don't know. Because Disney Plus signed on this. This yes. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Here's the thing. I don't know who fucking asked because I didn't ask. I don't know why anybody asked because nobody fucking asked. I don't know how anybody was thinking about it because nobody still fucking asked.
Why is
So,
going
I don't know
on?
how
Like
dumb
what
it
is like what's happening here?
Why is Home Alone again? I don't know. I couldn't even tell you.
Why are these parents not more responsible?
Why is this being funded? Who fucking knows? But it's already got greenlit
Wait,
and it's already
wait.
coming. So
Wait, doesn't the introduction of like the modern age and cell phones just kind of defeat the whole movie?
You'd think, huh?
You know how you don't know even you want to even know what's better? Let me give you the plot real quick of like the intro plot.
Oh,
So
no.
Hang on, wait.
Okay.
yeah, so the trailer,
Hold on. Strap
Yeah, yeah.
on. Go ahead.
it's
Strap
just a
in
little
and
tidbit.
strap on.
The trailer, like if you see it, it's basically like the whole premise of like the family getting ready, all that stuff, right? But in a written description, the trailer for the reboot introduces 10-year-old Max Mercer, played by Archie Yates from Jojo Rabbit, as we saw, is accidentally left behind while his family travels to Tokyo for the holidays. Out of all fucking places, modern technology. Most places that has that most advanced technology too.
I promise they have phones in Tokyo.
I know. What's funny is that they forgot
You promise? You promise? They fucking made the thing out there. What do you mean?
They literally looked at the family and like, oh, Shibara, no, like no.
What?
I don't know. Funny thing is, so the mom is Aisling B, as you see in the picture in the front. Pete Holmes is supposedly the dad or whatever, how they're gonna connect him. They didn't explain it yet, but they just show him with the mom, and then everybody else. I don't know.
Every
Why?
single week, one of you fuckers brings a piece of news that shocks me
It's
to
just
my
fucking
fucking
weird.
core. And this week,
Trust me.
it's you.
Trust me. I looked at this too. I looked at Twitter comments and I was like, wow, fuck me.
And then you brought it here and you went, haha, fuck you.
Yeah, literally.
Yo, there's
us.
someone. There's people in the boardroom who are saying like, what do people want? And there's some guy who's in there who's like 45. He's like, you guys remember that Home Alone? Yeah, do some of that again.
Yeah, but you know what? With the British family,
You know who's not in this
Modernize
movie?
it.
A, Donald Trump.
Thank God.
And B, Macaulay Culkin.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I mean-
which
I
he
hope he's
even
doing
went.
all right.
No, he
Oh,
even
he's doing
went
fine.
to
He's
Twitter.
doing real fine.
I kid you not, he even went to Twitter and was like, "Hey, I'm not in this movie. I'm just so you know, whoever is part of this one, I wish him luck." Official wording of him what he said, but yeah, I wish him luck and everything goes well with the movie. But I'm not part of this film. I was not attached nonetheless,
In
and
the
I was
age
like,
of multiverse and everything's canon, just cameo this man. He could not be that expensive to have on set
He
for
doesn't
10
want
minutes,
to do it, man.
honestly.
He's happy doing stuff on the internet and playing his band. Macaulay doesn't want that shit anymore.
"Yeah, he's got his own."
Let him live his fucking life. Yeah. good
Yeah,
for him.
he's good.
I think, but funny enough, at the same time, on the other side of Twitter, freaking fans were just like, "Why didn't you guys get Macaulay Culkin? Macaulay Culkin doesn't want to be in this movie again.
don't
That's
wanna
why
do it.
he
Yeah,
said
he
no.
doesn't wanna
That's
do it.
why.
He's done. Let him
He doesn't
be."
want to do that shit, man. Forget it.
Exactly. But besides that crazy hailstorm of a thing, of a movie, God,
That.
Macaulay
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin. No.
Oh God, you brought us news.
This
What? Are you okay? Did you have a stroke?
Okay.
Are you good?
News.
is that how you say
PS5
PS5?
news.
Okay. Wow.
This shit
Fun
is
with
so
phonics.
stupid.
Got
Go
it,
ahead.
got it.
Yeah,
Go
let
ahead.
me explain to what's happening. So
It's just
if you
so
didn't
fucking
hear-
dumb. Uh-huh.
it is, but let me explain. For people that don't understand why it's fucking dumb.
Big dumb.
PlayStation and Sony per se, basically posted say, hey, if you want to still get a chance to purchase a PlayStation 5, you can. We have an opportunity on our page to do so, and you can just register for that.
Thanks,
with,
Sony.
using the
I
shop.
want to buy your new console. Thanks, buddy.
Mhm. Right? So invitations are limited and will be based on previous interests and PlayStation activities. And the emails will start going out in November. But here's the thing. This is what they said in direct quotations. And it says, this coming holiday season, we will have a limited amount of PS5 consoles available for customers in the US to purchase direct from PlayStation. If you are interested in receiving an invitation, register below on their link per se. And then if selected, fucking selected, we will contact you via email with instructions and details.
I have questions.
Go ahead.
So Sony's decided to Willy Wonka their fucking factory right now.
You
is what you're
fucking
telling
got it,
me.
my guy. You won the lottery. But you know who's not winning the lottery? People that won't get this. So
Yeah, you know what? That's me. I'm one of them. I can register for this shit, but I can guarantee I'm not gonna be Charlie in this chocolate factory.
One
fuck
of
off.
the weirdest fucking business models I've ever seen.
Meanwhile, Xbox is pushing out all their Series X and Series S's, and like,
Yes,
yeah,
this is the
Aren't you
year.
like, you want to buy a
Buy-
console? We got consoles.
exactly.
I guess this is
Yo,
the year I
Shino,
buy a
you want to play
Microsoft.
Halo?
I guess I am. In fact, you know what? I might just do that, and I will go back to our fucking episode and get my lore up again and go play this fucking game.
You know what's even funnier? Even fucking Nintendo got another console out before these guys. A fucking new model of a Switch before these guys. What in the fucking gabagoo is going on?
Fucking Stroons, fuck, Mamma Mia.
Sony is playing a very elaborate mind game, and I don't know what their end goal is, but they are winning.
My
Well,
God,
their end goal is to wipe their ass with money, but they're doing it in a horrible way.
Jesus.
Hate this.
Are you winning, son?
I hate it
No,
here.
no, Dad. I didn't win the lottery.
No,
No,
I
no,
didn't get
Dad.
it on PlayStation.
No, Dad. I'm wiping my ass with Franklin's, not Benjamin's. This is different.
But yeah, it's man, it's literally a game of jackpot. It's like you throw your name in the air and you wait to see what happens, and then if it lands and you win it, you win it. If you don't, you're done. Like,
I'm gonna go fuck up the registry. I'm gonna put all sorts of names. Jesus Christ, submit.
oh man, it's
Shrek
crazy.
from Swamp.
But supposedly, I think with even more finer details, I think your PSN also, and like a supposedly location, I'm not sure, but PSN has to possibly connect to location areas, so that way it can count for the registry for US people. So Canada, we ain't getting nothing unless you go to your local GameStop or whatever and try to get it, but yeah.
Oh fuck Sony, man. Jesus Christ, guys, get your shit
This
straight, man.
sucks. This
Holy
sucks, guys.
Christ.
And we just
hate it
slapped
here.
on a knob for fucking, Spider-Verse.
Sakes, man. Your other Japanese competitors are pumping shit out left and right now, and your American competitors are taking advantage of this shit and are like, well, hey guys, do you remember our Alexa that plays games? You can buy one still.
Y'all remember Google Stadia? Anyway. Bet you they're coming out for a holiday season.
I hate all of this. This is fucking stupid, okay?
It sucks.
Hey,
Dumb,
man,
man.
I had to find news, and I brought you stupid news.
Sony is now Wonka. Got it.
Wonka this
Understood.
day, yes. Wonka
Got
Sensei. That's what it is.
Fuck.
I didn't
Wow.
realize Timothy Chalamet's Wonka came early.
That's
That
news
is
for
kind of
me.
interesting, though. Yeah, that was interesting. Though.
Anyway,
But
Yeah.
that
but
brings us
alright.
to the final portion of our show, where we talk
Mhm.
comics. And
Yeah.
due to, hey folks, if you follow us on Twitter and on Instagram, we let you guys pick the comics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
If you don't say anything, we comics.
So when we put up statuses and pictures, and we invite you guys to tell us which one you want to hear about, please take advantage of that. But this week, it was our decision. And so we return to the Dark Ages.
Yes.
Yay.
Last month we did the issue number 1, so feel free to go find our archive stream on our YouTube for that if you want to know what happened, the basic premise of this world. The Cliff Notes version, there was a fucked up robot thing in the center of the earth, and people went to fight it, and it went really badly, so Doctor Strange opened a portal to a giant EMP, but then he got fucking destroyed, so the portal is open, and there's a giant EMP constantly throwing its shit at Earth, so tech is stuck around steam power. It can't get better. Or it breaks.
So that means everything from Iron Man armors to web shooters.
Yes.
No
If
tech
it's-
works.
Electric, nope. No electricity, baby.
Mm.
We
Darn.
start with, the book opens with a little bit more context on the immediate aftermath of the EMP shenanigans. People murdered each other a lot. There was a lot of violence for a while. People were panicking. There were earthquakes. People were dying. And billions died, in fact. But there are still heroes, and all of the ones left stepped up and went, hey, you don't have to do this. We don't have to live this way. It can be different. It can be better. And we get classics going for it. Everyone from Jean Grey to the current Wolverine, cooler than the old one, fight me. Black Panther, Shang-Chi, and Deadpool going, hey, what if there's a better way? Which truly, what a lineup to be a part of. And using all of the telepaths of the world, they link up psychically and are able to kind of communicate across continents and start rebuilding society.
Before we jump to more plot, I didn't know that Shocker was a telepath, but today I learned.
What?
Yeah.
Bottom corner next to Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
The
Welcome to Team
fuck?
Telepath.
Okay.
Oh no, it's just listing people because Spider-Gwen isn't a telepath. Nope, that's my bad.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, leather
And there's-
storm. I was like, what?
Yeah. No, they're just people that he decided were worth talking to, I guess. Thanks.
Oh, okay. I
Xavier.
was like, what the
Shocker?
fuck?
Why? Why'd you pick
Shocker?
him? All right, fine.
They're like, we gotta get him some notoriety, so we gotta pull him in somehow.
That guy's whole bit's electricity. He's probably feeling pretty bad right now.
You got Shocker? Yes, we're desperate. It's the Dark Ages. Come on.
Damn.
And so basically they talk about how they managed to make a thriving and happy society out of the ashes of the old. Now this gets a little eco-terroristy for my taste at some points, where it talks about with fewer people and without modern technology, climate change starts to be less of an issue. There's more resources to go around and all that. And I'm like, hey, stop suggesting if large portions of the human population died, everyone would be better off. Cut that out. But that might be personal taste.
But also Captain Planet. They're the heroes. Anyway.
Thanks, Red. So we get to see what appears to be Peter Parker playing tag with his daughter, or sneaky tag or something.
Sneaky tag.
She's trying to sneak, except she yells, woohoo! So he obviously catches her, and he's like, hey, if you want to be stealthy, don't yell. Top tips with the Spider-Man.
You know, he's been shot at once or twice or billions of times. You would know.
A handful. So yeah, there are telepaths all over the world that are communicating with each other from what are referred to as super cities, where they've been able to build methods of light, methods of clean water, methods of civilization, just without the electricity. The capital being Wakanda, where a, quote, council of great theorists innovated every day. This includes, like, Lunella Lafayette, Shuri, Tony Stark, Valeria Richards, T'Challa, Nadia Van Dyne, Amadeus Cho, and, of course, Victor Von Doom, because fucker won't die.
That's our brain trust. Holy shit.
And so with the non-power thinkers, you know, like just smart humans, they all formed a hive mind.
Yeah, they're telepathically linked, baby, and getting shit done.
That's fucking scary. Okay.
What a team. And to
Yeah.
protect themselves from the problems we're about to learn about, there are just webs everywhere. Spiders work hard. There are webs all around their super cities because when everything is dark and there's no great tech and, you know, civilization has withdrawn, do you want to know who has a great time with that? Creatures of the night. We're talking werewolves, vampires, assorted ghosts, and ghoulies.
And you know who hunts the vampires? Blade. Yes.
Ooh,
and so
yes.
he's on the team of, like, creature hunters, and I'm like, huh, isn't that serendipitous? Anyway.
So yeah, there's the system at this particular encampment obviously doesn't work for all of them. Is Daredevil's in a tower by the webs, and he can kind of identify based on the vibrations, much like a spider, where the problem occurred when something trips the webs, and then they can send off the murder team. And when I say murder team, I do mean murder team.
Question: is that Blade teamed with Elsa Bloodstone?
It looks like Blade teamed up with Elsa Bloodstone, teamed up with Honey Badger and Wolverine.
They're fucking dead.
This is the murder team.
Yeah, they're fucking dead. People are dead. Yeah.
Honey Badger has steak fists, man. Steak fists.
And here's our enemies.
And fucking Wolverine coated her claws in silver. Like, they're done. And sure enough, they are. They shred the vampires and werewolves. They just fucking shame to be them.
Yeah.
And
Carve them up, man.
And we cut from that action to Tony Stark in a cave with a box of scraps and his wife.
And then suddenly a vampire, because, you know, duh.
Tony forgot to build a door. He lives in a cave. He didn't put a door on it.
Of course he did.
And then, in my personal favorite character of the book, because fun things happen later, old Steve Rogers with a big beard.
Yes. Yes.
I like his
reminiscent.
look.
It's a great look for him. He's got this fun poncho. He's got the shield. He's got like arm guard bracery type things. He's got knee pads.
Man.
And yes, the beard is really nice.
Yeah.
It's working for him. He's doing it. I understand. I get it. That's America's ass.
Yeah, it is. And so they're chit-chatting, and they're kind of going like, hey, what's up? How's alchemy? How's, you know, wandering around the vampires, etc.? How's Europe? How's Europe? Bad. The answer's bad.
The answer's big bad.
Big bad. They're still ruled by an iron fist, and I went, the iron fist? Unlikely. And I was right.
I'm sorry.
So,
if you're gonna say his name, if you're gonna say his name, you gotta say the full thing. That whole show taught us one thing. That person's name is Danny Rand, the immortal Iron Fist.
The immortal Iron Fist.
You gotta say the whole thing, like a Tribe Called Quest. Exactly. You gotta say the whole fucking thing. Yeah.
Jam with the 2 M's. Anyway.
Regardless, it's not the immortal Iron Fist, Danny Rand, because Steve goes, hey, we gotta go, let's go for a walk and talk about it. And they do. They talk about how, you know, it's hard being Tony Stark in a world without electricity because he's got all these fucking ideas that don't work because there's no electricity. And Steve's like, actually, what if there was electricity? And Tony's like, what? And then apocalypse. Just apocalypse. Comes out from basically behind a bush.
And what?
Yeah.
Surprise! What?
Surprise! So it's a team of Apocalypse and Dracula.
Yeah, and a bunch of fuck off vampires that we don't care about.
What the fuck's
Anyway,
Morbius?
I don't know. I'm not sure I care. I'll be honest.
He stumbled into one of the webs first, and he was iced the first out.
Immediately. But Tony, not to be caught unaware with vampires, throws a flash bomb type things, just incinerates all of the scrubs. Alas, Dracula is not a scrub. And just kind of like grabs him and is like, haha, I like some of those people, jackass, and shakes him like a little dog.
And then Steve knocks him the fuck out.
Yeah, Tony's like, hey, Steve, a hand? And Steve's like, huh, no. Because as it turns out, that wasn't Steve Rogers. That was Mystique. A classic move.
A classic.
The real question is shield, exclamation point, but I'm sure we'll get an answer on that later.
I don't think we will.
Beautiful. I hate you. Anyway, we zoop zop zippity do over to Europe, where Apocalypse is like, hey, so I think you're pretty smart, and I want you to be smart for me. And Tony's like, no? Obviously no?
Also, I tend not to do business with people who've built statues of themselves.
Made by slave labor. And Apocalypse is like, come on, aren't the Iron Man suits statues to you? And aren't some of those medals produced with slave labor? We're the same.
Listen.
And I'm like,
no, it's not the same.
Man's got part of a point. He had me in the first half.
Yeah.
That's the first half, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, first half, not gonna lie, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I mean, on one aspect, one gets paychecks. The other aspect, people die.
Yikes.
Yeah,
But
fuck you, Ed
Apocalypse's point-
Southerner.
Stop. Apocalypse's point is that they can't just stay in a world without electricity. That fucking sucks. Like, that's just dumb. It's dumb and bad for everyone. So they're gonna fix it. For a given value of fix it. And he has his own team of geniuses. We're talking Riri Williams, Reed Richards, and what I think is Beast in the background.
It sure looks
Me?
to be.
Blue. He's large.
Yep.
Could be Beast.
Right.
And Tony's like, hey, what the fuck? Guys, what you doing? And they're like, working on stuff. And, you know, in their defense, they've got a giant Faraday cage going, which keeps out the EMP, and they're starting to get something resembling electricity, which is super cool. But you might say, how do you have a Faraday cage that can withstand the power of this giant EMP? And would anyone like to take a guess? Because you need something hella magnetic to repel all of that electromagnetic radiation.
You're not saying it's him, not Magneto.
Not
They
the
put Magneto in a ball.
Yeah, they put the master of magnetism in a ball and then controlled him and just ramped up his powers. Just held him there.
Jesus.
Every day, it's bad to be Magneto. Every day.
It's
Where the
been
fuck's Storm? Like, what's happening out here? Where's
Listen.
Electro? What's going on?
Listen, it's been a bad day to be Magneto since he left Auschwitz.
I think it was a bad day to be Magneto before that point, but sure.
I would
Just-
agree. I was kind of
Yo.
skipping over the international tragedy, but okay.
It's never been a good day to be Magneto. That's what we're going with.
Mm.
Also, on the Where's Electro, I would assume the EMP killed him, actually. Like, I think that might just have fucking destroyed his ass.
Yeah, he might have been
But I mean,
terrorizing New York and then just fell from a building and just died.
But I mean, like, theoretically, like, I mean, like,
How much
but-
guys under the electricity, like...
But Storm, I mean, Storm. Where's Storm? Where's Storm?
We've seen a picture of her. She's fine.
So why is she
Allegedly.
not? Why is she not creating like storms like her namesake, where they can just generate electric? Like, huh? What's happening?
Well, I think the big thing is that the EMP prevents the technology from, like, lasting. It just kind of pops.
Okay.
Right, so she
okay.
could, like, generate...
She could charge shit, but...
Yeah. But,
I accept.
because Tony is unwilling to help, we have to get control of him. And who best to do that than the Purple Man?
The Purple Man.
Not the purple man.
It's been a
Oh,
hot minute
great.
since we've seen him in comics.
Oh boy.
And so the Purple Man takes control of Tony Stark.
God damn it.
And here's the thing. I said that they're gonna fix the electricity thing for a given value of fix. Because Apocalypse thinks the Unmaker is super fucking cool. He wants to go hang out with that guy. So he wants to wake him up.
Mhm.
Despite the fact this entire thing is happening to keep that motherfucker in the ground. So he can't eat reality. Apocalypse
Well,
is the worst.
Well, with a name like Apocalypse, I suppose so.
Man brings chaos daily. The hell?
No, he
That
brings
man has no
Apocalypse.
limits.
Oh
Apocalypse daily.
yeah, my bad.
Yeah. And that's where we end.
Mm.
It's a cool book. I think this was fun. The first one was fun. This one was fun. Cool premise, interesting application. The inter-character dynamics are super cool. The time skip actually works in this context. A lot of the time it annoys me, but here I'm like, yeah, I actually
It's
don't
flowing
care about
well,
all of the
you know.
in-between.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hey, y'all
Marvel's doing a
remember
good
when I
job.
said Tom Taylor could do no wrong? Yeah, that's the writer of this book.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Tom.
Right on.
This continues to
almost
be cool. You should go check it out.
I was gonna say it's almost as if he knows how to write. Looks at fourth camera, but anyways.
Looks at fourth camera.
Fourth
Thanks,
wall,
Beastie.
whatever, but yes.
Yeah. Good book.
Yeah,
I'm really glad we picked it for ourselves.
I dig it.
If you'd like to be a part of that picking situation, you can follow us on Twitter at Crusade Nerd, on Instagram at Nerd Crusade, on Facebook by searching Nerd Crusade, and you can find us right here on twitch.tv/Nerd Crusade for our Monday Night Mixer, where we play multiplayer games, play single player games. Go check out our Metroid Dread restream.
That was fucking fun.
If you were Emma, yes.
It was great. I had a great time.
That's a joke you only get if you go watch it. What we like to do at the end of our show is we like to direct people to where we can either continue playing games or, just continue nerdy conversations.
Continue the nerdery, if you will.
Mhm.
So we have a couple people just chatting. We have somebody playing Final Fantasy 14. And we also have Minecraft.
Oh Christ, Final Fantasy 14.
Agreed. Agreed.
Third.
With that in mind, thank you all for tuning into our show tonight, and we will see you all later.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night.
Bye.
Peace.
Nice. Good job, team.
Right on. We did good.
Stuff to discuss today. We're recording Sunday, I assume.
Yes.